Oh
So,
boy.
yeah, that's a thing that happened. But I have a few things that I highlighted here. So they
Ah,
needed. Let's change this out real quick. They needed about half of the 5,876 eligible voters at the warehouse cast ballots. They needed what was it? 100. They needed 1,521 votes to win. They only got 738.
wow.
And so
Wow.
1798 voted no. So I'm going to read this section
Hmm.
here. About half of this 5,876 eligible voters at the warehouse cast ballots in the election. A majority of votes, or 1521, was needed to win. About 500 ballots were contested largely by Amazon, the union said. Those ballots were not counted. If a union had been voted through, it would have been the first for Amazon workers in the United States.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, I know exactly why the vote didn't work because
Why?
what's the statement? Go woke, go broke. So there's these two paragraphs here that are very very indicative of why I think the union didn't pass.
Okay, let's read it.
William and Lavinette Stokes, who started work at the Bessemer warehouse in July, said the union had failed to convey them how it could improve
Convince.
their. What was that? Go convince. Sorry,
Convince.
I know how to read. I swear. Improve their working conditions. Amazon already provided good benefits, relatively high pay that starts at $15 an hour, and opportunities to advance, said the couple who have 5 children. $15 an hour is about double the minimum wage there in Bessemer.
Mm,
So they have
mm, mm.
so they have a
And
fairly
for you listening, when Ike read good benefits, he did the air quotes.
air quotes. Okay, so this is the part. This is the next paragraph here that led me to believe why it didn't pass. Amazon is the only job I know where they pay your health insurance from day one, Miss Stokes, 52, said. She
Ah.
added that she had been turned off by how organizers tried to cast the union drive as an extension of the Black Lives Matter movement because
Oh.
because most of the workers were black. And so then I didn't highlight this one, but this is also something that she said. This was not an African American issue, said Miss Stoke, who is black. I feel you can work there comfortably without being harassed.
God.
And so this is
Oh
also,
man.
and so I've just highlighted the parts that I felt were important about kind of. So here it is.
Yeah.
Wholesale and department store union had organized around critical themes of supporting black essential workers in the pandemic. The union estimated that 85% of the workers at the Bessemer warehouse were black, so it's in a black community. And so a lot of the a lot of the stuff that, oh, hit my mic, I'm sorry. A lot of the stuff that they were getting support for was for like wokeness, Black Lives Matter, whatever. And I think that's what caused it to not go through.
And look how that panned out for you, idiots.
Yep.
Jeez.
Okay, then I'm going to continue. We're going to skip through some of this. The article will be linked down below if you want to read the whole thing.
Yeah.
They were frustrated with how Amazon constantly monitored every second of their workday through technology, and they felt that their managers were not willing to listen to their complaints.
Right, Ike? Right,
Yes,
Ike?
yes, yes. They, like the amount of nanny state bullshit and what is the word, micromanagement that Amazon does, especially with their drivers, is frightening, and it's getting worse.
Ugh, that's disgusting.
I think next week I should have pulled it up, but I think next week I'll show you. I'll bring up some graphs. I know I've said I was going to do this before, but I'll bring up some graphs and show you how they graph out an entire delivery day for a driver.
You right. I'd love to see that.
Organizers, I don't know if I can legally, but I'm going to do it anyway. Organizers appeared to have strong support early on, getting at least 2,000 workers to sign cards saying they wanted an election, enough for the National Labor Relations Board, which conducts union elections, to approve a vote. That's 2,000
Wow.
workers. That's what is it? We had what, 738? That's more than double the amount of people that voted yes. But
Yeah.
that's also saying people that wanted to call for a vote.
Right, right, right.
Okay, so here's Amazon's side of it. Amazon's public campaign focused on what the company already provided in benefits and the $15 minimum wage, which is twice the Alabama minimum wage. Blah, tongue twister. It's like I'm reading the Dr. Seuss book. Internally, racism. I'm sorry. Internally, it stressed that workers did not need to pay for union memberships to have a great job. The company's slogan, "Do it without dues," was pushed to workers via text messages, mandatory meetings, and signs in bathroom stalls.
I remember you showed me some of those. Or you
Yes.
showed all of us some of
Yeah,
those.
I think I pulled up some of those. But I was looking at this image here, and I'm like, this can't be Amazon's corporate headquarters in Seattle. And sure enough, it actually is.
Oh, it is.
And it looks like the headquarters of an evil genius with all of his henchmen in a fucking 1980s like action film.
There's like these three set kind of glass with like this webbing in
like
glass domes.
Hexospheric domes that have like vegetation in them. And they're like meeting spaces. I have the Wikipedia page pulled up here.
Amazon spheres.
Amazon spheres are 3 spherical conservatories that comprise part of the Amazon headquarters campus in Seattle, Washington, United States. Designed by NBBJ, the landscape firm site workshop, the 3 glass domes, okay, there's only 3, are covered in pentagonal, I'm not even going to try to read that, panels that
Hexacantahedron. Hexacantahedron.
If we click that, it'll probably have a thing that tells us how it's pronounced, but I don't give a shit.
Yeah, whatever.
Panels that serve as an employee lounge and workspace. And so yeah, that's where
cool.
That's where all the henchmen. But I was going down the street here. My favorite part is the aviation gin truck up front. I like it says driver does not carry cash, just aviation gin, and they blurred out Ryan Reynolds' face.
Yeah. That's great. That's great. All those henchmen, they need their gin, man.
They probably have like parties and shit. Like when I worked at Microsoft, you can drink alcohol on site at Microsoft, but they're probably going to this bar that's across the street here.
Yeah.
Or something.
So they got like another truck out front there. So.
Yeah, this is a food cart. Looks like saffron spice.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Hate Amazon so much.
Well, I mean, it kind of is. Ooh, from this angle, it kind of looks like balls on a dick right there.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking too. Like, it just looks like a giant penis.
or that's someone's head and there's 2 big tits right there.
No, it's Amazon. It's Amazon.
Or it's the 3 tits from Total Recall, the 3-tit lady.
No, the other one is Lance Armstrong's extra testicle.
Oh. I think the 3-titty lady from Total Recall is funny.
We can't give Amazon that much satisfaction though. It has to be 3 balls, three balls and a dick.
3 balls. Ugh. Anyway, let's move on. Let's get away. Fuck Amazon.
Well, I wanted to show this. This is a video. We're not going to watch all of it, but in the first couple minutes of it, they talk about one of the tactics Amazon used that was real shady about how they won. This was from a day ago. And I'll post the link down in the description.
Something suspicious happened in the middle of Amazon's union election in Bessemer, Alabama.
I'm going to turn this down just a little bit.
For most of the 2-month
Can you hear that?
Mail ballots trickled in each day to the National Labor Relations Board, a few dozen at a time. But all of a sudden, on February 12, a huge batch of 251 ballots arrived at the NLRB office in Birmingham. The pace of incoming ballots went back to normal. But then, it happened again. On February 17, according to people with knowledge of the election, another huge cluster of ballots appeared at the NLRB, 350 in total, on one day. Sources say these dumps of ballots were overwhelmingly no votes against the union.
These are the signs that they have up in their warehouse.
Yeah.
Like
describe them, Mike, for people listening.
Yeah. So at their lunch table here, it says "Vote No" on these little placards at the lunch table inside of their little COVID cubbies.
Right.
But then over here, it's got BHM1, we win as one. No, vote no. And then this other sign says unions can't, we can.
These are like big banners.
Yeah,
in
no-
like the work areas.
Yeah, they've got like grommets in them and everything. They're like screwed onto the wall.
Yeah, they're pretty serious.
against the union.
This one that they just showed was one that was in a bathroom. This is the stuff. So they call these installments, and so this is like a sign they have on the urinal on the door of the bathroom stall or whatever. So it's the installments. You get it?
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is the stuff that they have in the bathroom, which is really interesting. Why would they have QR codes? Because they know people are using their phones in the bathroom.
Yeah, of course.
But
Of course they are.
This encourages them to bring their cameras out while they're in the bathroom. That's even creepier. Okay, but let's keep going. Oh, that's the wrong button. Sorry.
Against the union.
We know what we're doing here.
What was going on here? The answer appears to be a serious attempt by Amazon to manipulate the results of the union election. So serious that it appears very likely that the National Labor Relations Board will overturn the results. And in that event, should the Retail Workers Union demand it, the NLRB could call for the election to be rerun. Why did so many no votes, roughly 20% of all votes cast, suddenly appear on 2 key dates in February? According to the RWD,
This is interesting.
the only plausible explanation for the vote dumps is that they were the ballots collected from the mailbox that Amazon illegally installed in the middle of the night on the campus of the Bessemer.
So if you're seeing this right here, this is if you can't see this, if you're listening, this there's a sign on this tent outside of the Amazon warehouse that says "Speak for yourself, mail your ballot here." Inside that tent is what looks like a corporate mailbox. Like, you know, those ones they have at like a business park or whatever, that's got the different mailboxes for the different businesses there. But it also has the slot that you put the outgoing mail into.
Right.
And they just said Amazon illegally installed this. But it says mail your ballot here. It's not a federal mailbox.
Yep.
It just looks like one.
Right.
On the second night after ballots went out in the mail, we started getting calls from workers that said, like, oh my God, they put this box up here and they're telling everybody to put their ballots in it and we're scared.
For a second there, I thought that was the box. It's just a garbage can.
They put their ballots in there. Like, who has the keys to the box? Does Amazon have them?
More Perfect Union obtained Postal Service documents about the Amazon mailbox. For no apparent reason, much of the text is redacted. But the documents show that Amazon wanted a ballot box installed as quickly as possible. And the documents discuss how to physically manipulate the box to allow for mass ballot collection.
As you can imagine, that can open it up.
Yeah, that's essentially all I wanted to show from this video. But there's a lot more in here. This is like a 9-minute long video, and I'll definitely put it in the link below. If you're on one of the audio only platforms, it's not going to have the link. But just go to seriouslycast.com. It'll take you to the YouTube page, and you can find this episode, and you'll be able to find the link from there. Because I don't put the links on the audio platforms. I just put the description that we put down.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's enough getting my blood boiling.